Firstly, hey Aris, welcome.
Hello.
Good to see you. Welcome to our Sweet Stories podcast.
Great to actually have you back here in the
Yeah.
island.
And we've got an amazing setting here. This is the Ocean Villa, spectacular, and the Philippines itself is spectacular. Over 7,000.
600 islands. So, Boracay is one of those most beautiful islands that the Philippines have. And yes, I mean, like if people can actually see this view, it's really majestic. It's magnificent.
Yeah.
And this is one of our most popular villas.
It is. And the Philippines, an amazing place. What makes this special for you?
For Boracay particularly, I describe it with the three C's actually. The Boracay, this island has charm, has culture, has color. And let's start with the colors first. It's obviously, you can see the turquoise blue water, the white powdery sand. Here in Shangri-La, we're actually surrounded by nature. So you have lush green foliage. And then I'm sure that you were able to experience yesterday the beautiful, colorful sunset.
I did. It's magnificent.
Yes, that Boracay is actually known for. And in terms of the culture, we have the Ati Festival, which is indigenous to Boracay. We also have the paraos, which you can see that that sails across our waters with those colorful sails. And, you also see sometimes around the island the drum beaters together with fire dancers. So, that actually adds interest to the place. And then in terms of charm, of course, the lovely and hospitable people, which, of course, everywhere in the Philippines you find them.
Yeah, the Philippines, every moment I've spent here, hospitality is key. I mean, we have a drink here. It just shows a little bit of an extra of what you like to do here in the Philippines.
Of course, yes. I mean, we welcome you like our own. You are part of the family when you come and visit us. So therefore, we only serve the best.
Absolutely. And as a Filipino yourself, Philippines are very strong in the tourism. And what got you into, tourism, and what excites you about the travel industry?
What got me into the tourism industry in the very beginning was really, actually, I wanted to be a chef, would you believe?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, after watching the Food Channel for several years, I wanted to be a chef. So I took up hospitality management. But then again, the only opening when I started X number of years ago,
we won't say the number.
Decades ago, yes, was a position in sales, and never looked back ever since.
Wow! And going back to the chef, what was your favorite cuisine? Have you got a speciality?
At that time, not really. But of course, I like cooking pasta because that one is easy. And then you do like baking on the side because you see your mom do that. But not really a specialty. I still work with a recipe book.
Yeah.
But right now I do a lot of pasta, especially for my daughter. But that's it. I mean, only when I have spare time.
So that's why we had the pasta stations last night.
And it's an easy thing.
Yeah.
You just plop everything together most of the time.
Exactly. And I mean, we won't say the number of years you've been in the tourism industry. We'll keep that. But in Shangri-La particularly, you've been, is it a history of nearly 20 years?
Could you just cut it down? It's like, okay, we're not going to tell it to you, but in Shangri-La, it's 20 years. So you can maybe add another 20, makes you in the industry for 40.
No, but in the Shangri-La, you've had a long career. And could you tell us how you got into Shangri-La? And, you've moved around properties and now based here in Boracay.
Correct. Well, I started in Shangri-La when I was still single. And although I'm based in Manila, I live in Manila with my parents. The opportunity was in Cebu. And it was an opportunity at that time, of course, to be independent, to go out of, my comfort zone. So I went to Cebu. But I was having a relationship. And eventually when we decided to get married, I went back to Manila. And that's where I went to Makati Shangri-La. And this is my fourth Shangri-La in the Philippines. So I think one of the things about Shangri-La is that they really take care of its own. They actually ensure that their employees are able to achieve their personal and career goals. And I think I am myself a testament to that.
Absolutely. And what, we've been across a few Shangri-Las now. What do you see as makes them special and, each sort of stand out on their own, I suppose, even in the Philippines?
Correct. Well, I think one of the biggest thing about Shangri-La in the Philippines is its location. We are located really in the best places in Metro Manila, for example. We are in the three topmost CBD areas. In Ortigas, in Hati, and now at the Fort, which is BGC. And as far as destinations is concerned, we are in Cebu, which is again one of the top destinations in the Philippines, and of course Boracay. So I think that alone is actually a big thing. But of course, with Shangri-La being known for its Asian hospitality, so that coupled with its fantastic location makes it special.
So as your dreams, and you're coming into as a director of sales and marketing, what does a typical day look like for you? If anyone's interested in learning about what a director of sales and marketing does.
A typical day for me actually involves really, a lot of meetings. But then more importantly, I guess, yes, whilst there are those meetings, what for me are the highlights is when I come to the resort and I'm actually able to engage with people. I'm able to meet guests, clients, particularly welcoming them to paradise. As you know, I'm based in Manila, where of course a lot of our clients hold office. But whenever I come here, it's actually special because when you welcome guests and they see the property, actually it warms the heart when you see the expressions of their faces when they're blown away in awe. So yeah, that for me is actually one of the rewards of this job.
Yeah, I can relate on the sales side. It's all about the people, isn't it? And
Correct,
that's what brings the fun and the passion and bringing
correct.
that.
And of course, the fantastic product. Yeah.
Absolutely. And on fantastic product, Shangri-La is renowned for many awards, particularly this where we are today in the Boracay Resort. And what is it that sets yourself and the team and to keep such a high standard within that? What's that little trick that others may learn from you?
I don't think that there is a secret recipe. I mean, there's really no secret ingredient, as they say. It is really just that commitment to excellence every single time. And we do it all together. I mean, we are passionate about our product. We're passionate about our work. And I guess, that one is evident in the way we serve our clients.
And with Shangri-La, I mean, you've received a number of awards, as we said, and what looks like the future for Shangri-La? What have you got next to keep this place special and going?
Correct. And, especially coming from the pandemic, actually during that time, we've made a lot of enhancements to the property, the general upkeep of the place. And right now, moving forward, we are actually enhancing our food and beverage offerings. We've started to, freshen up and coming up with new menus for all of our restaurant outlets. And we've also improved actually our guest experiences, those that we offer on a day of the week basis, offering more activities that is local, that is unique into the island, which makes for interesting experiences for all our guests.
Absolutely. I think the sustainability part of Shangri-La particularly and the Philippines in general is very important, even from when you're with the food, it's all about reducing the food waste and making sure that everything is designed for the environment, which is really interesting. We heard a lot about that being talked about with with the tourist board as well.
Correct. And sourcing local. I mean, that's one of the biggest things that we have. We have a program in Shangri-La called Rooted in Nature, wherein we endeavor really to source our produce as much as possible from the local community where we operate. Yeah, and that has been the commitment of Shangri-La, including Shangri-La Boracay.
Yeah, great. And you've had a long career, as we said, in tourism and hospitality. If you were going to speak to any individual who was interested in getting in the career, we want to bring those people in. What would you give the sort of top tips for joining into the hospitality world?
Correct. Well, number one, of course, is if you have a passion for meeting people, you have a passion for travel, you have a passion for hospitality, then you get into this business. Of course, key is for you to do the work. Hard work is essential in any industry whatsoever. I didn't reach this where I am right now without much hard work, but definitely if you like what you're doing, it's a recipe for success. So, and it's going to be a joy to be going to work every single day. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't wish for better than that. A joy every day.
Of course.
Well, that's some very nice top tips there. And we want to do a little quick fire round as well. I've got some questions here that we wanted to do. We're keeping it light-hearted for you, but I wanted to ask, first of all,
Okay.
favorite island in the Philippines?
Boracay, of course.
Boracay. Would it be anywhere else? And what is your fun activity to do? What did you like to do when you're in the Philippines? Have you got a favorite activity?
Oh, I mean, I like the spa. I mean, we have our local Philippine hilot, which is fantastic.
And they've got a great spa here too.
Yes, and we have that here as well in the resort.
What's your favorite comfort snack?
Our comfort snack is the halo-halo, which
Halo,
you've
halo.
tasted, right? Yes, of course.
Describe halo halo for those who don't know.
Well, halo-halo, which is literally translated to mix, it's a mixture of everything sweet. You have ice cream, you have ube, you have those candied fruits, and of course, all on top of crushed ice, and then mixed with either coconut cream, or you can actually have it with milk. Most of the time, it is actually with milk. And so it's a good snack, especially on a warm afternoon. So which is refreshing, especially now that it's summer.
It is refreshing sweet. It was the first time I had it, but it's definitely worth going back. And finally, what's your best way to relax, other than the spa maybe? Another way you like to relax?
Watching a movie, yes, of course. Always watching a good movie.
Have you got a favorite movie?
Tom Cruise movie.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually an action fan.
Mission Impossible, or
all of the Mission Impossibles, yes.
well, there's many to go through, so that keeps you busy. Well, thank you so much, Aris, for joining us on Sweet Stories. It's been a pleasure. It's been wonderful diving into a little bit about your career and the Shangri-La, and also this amazing island of Boracay. So we thank you for joining us. And I know our listeners would be very happy to hear all the words you had to say.
And thank you for having me as well. Hopefully, yes, they were able to get some nuggets of wisdom here and there. But yeah, I'm equally delighted to be here. Thank you.
We certainly did. Thank you. And thank you for the listeners joining us today. And we stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.